Deep within the dense rainforests of South America, where towering trees block the sunlight and the air hangs heavy with humidity, a silent giant prowls the forest floor. Hidden beneath fallen leaves and inside dark earthen burrows lives one of the most extraordinary predators in the world, the Goliath Birdeater. With legs that can stretch nearly the size of a dinner plate and a body heavier than any other spider on Earth, this creature has earned its title as the largest spider in the world by mass. Yet despite its terrifying reputation, the truth about this giant arachnid is far more fascinating than frightening. Tonight, we enter its shadowy world to discover how the Goliath Birdeater hunts, survives, and dominates the rainforest floor. Chapter 1. The World's Largest Spider. The Goliath Birdeater is native to the tropical rainforests of northern South America, especially Venezuela, Brazil, Guyana, and Suriname. Here, in the dark undergrowth of the Amazon basin, it reigns as the heavyweight champion of spiders. An adult female can reach, weight up to 175 grams, about 6 ounces, a leg span of 28 to 30 centimeters, 11 to 12 inches, and a body length of 12 to 13 centimeters, around 5 inches. In other words, a full-grown spider can be roughly the size of a dinner plate. While the giant huntsman may have longer legs, the Goliath Birdeater remains the largest by body mass. Its body is cloaked in thick brown hairs that sense faint vibrations and movement, an essential adaptation for a predator that hunts mostly at night. Despite its fearsome title, the Goliath Birdeater almost never eats birds. The name stuck after an early 18th century illustration, most famously by naturalist Maria Sibylla Merian, depicted a large tarantula attacking a hummingbird in South America. The image captivated Europe, and bird-eating became the legend. In reality, this spider is a generalist ambush predator. Its menu is dominated by what's common on the forest floor: large insects, beetles, cockroaches, earthworms. It also takes frogs and toads, small rodents, and lizards. A young bird may be taken on rare occasion, usually if it's vulnerable and within reach. But that's the exception, not the rule. For a heavyweight hunter, efficiency matters more than drama. The Goliath Birdeater eats what the jungle offers most often: creatures that crawl, not birds that fly. Beneath buttress roots and fallen logs, the giant lives in a silk-lined bunker. Walls reinforced with webbed doorway trimmed like velvet daylight is for stillness. The entrance is a dark coin in the leaf litter, sealed by patience. Dusk pours into night. The jungle starts speaking. A beetle rustles, paper-dry wings ticking against leaves. An earthworm threads the soil, whispering through grit. Tiny frog footsteps patter like rain on bark. The Goliath Birdeater does not watch. It listens. Hairs along its legs read the ground the way eyes read text. Each tremor a letter, each vibration a sentence. Distance size direction. It rises to the threshold. One leg tests the air, another tastes the path. Silk anchors behind, a safety line to the burrow's throat, a heavier thud, frog, a grainy scuttle, cockroach. Choices flicker across the forest floor. Efficiency beats spectacle. Then, quiet breaks. The rustle aligns with the heartbeat of the ground strike. The jungle swallows the sound again. Only the entrance remains, a dark coin that blinks shut, and the night keeps breathing. The burrow is a loaded spring. The burrow is a loaded spring. Ambush is the plan, patience the weapon. When prey crosses the threshold of vibrations, the Goliath moves. No warning, only motion. Legs fire on hydraulic power body low trajectory exact. Efficiency beats spectacle. Fangs fold forward, black hooks nearly 3 centimeters long, piercing holding. Venom flows, not for drama but for certainty. Muscles loosen, signals scramble, struggle dwindles. The rainforest pays out nothing for wasted energy. Feeding begins without tearing. Enzymes seep in, turning hard-won prey into a broth of proteins, fats, sugars. External digestion saves time and risk. The spider drinks the meal it has made, a nutrient-rich solution pulled through a straw of fangs. What looks like brutality is bookkeeping. Every jewel counted, every risk minimized. In a place where everything hunts and everything hungers, precision is kindness to the hunter's future. The spider retreats, belly full, silk line taut, night intact. Predators patrol the margins: coyotes, birds of prey, large snakes, humans. The ledger changes, the hunter becomes a calculation. First line of defense, the itch, urticating hairs, microscopic barbs packed like sand on the abdomen. A rear leg flick sends a shimmering cloud. Skin burns, eyes water, lungs cough. 1,000 tiny harpoons, disposable and decisive. Second, the hiss. Not lungs, legs. Bristles rubbed on bristles. Stridulation. A dry rattle that carries meters through leaf and mist. A sign that says, "Don't spend your night on me." Third, the bite. Fangs ready, venom honest. For humans, pain like a wasp. Sharp, local, memorable. For small animals, more than a warning. But attack is costly. Intimidation is profit. The spider prefers theatre over blood. Hair, sound, posture. Big body lifted, fangs shown, legs wide. Most threats do the math and leave. The rainforest finds the reckless. Survival favors the bluff that works, the venom saved for the bill that won't go away. They are born as rumors in silk. The female seals a chamber, 100 to 200 eggs, bundled into a pale, tight sack. She guards, she grooms, she threatens the night. Weeks pass, about 2 months, then the sack rustles. Spiderlings spill like pepper on a drum. Most are statistics. Ants take some, wasps mark others, flood, fungus, famine. A few find a root tangle, a shallow crease of earth, and begin the long arithmetic of becoming large. Dimorphism divides the path. Males grow faster, lighter, restless. At 3 to 6 years, wanderlust overrides caution. They leave the burrow, legs tuned to pheromone trails, gambling their bodies for a single appointment. Mating done, the ledger closes. Spent, they fade within weeks. Females take the slow road. 15 to 25 years if the forest allows. Larger, heavier, sovereign of a permanent door. Season by season she repairs, repels, repeats. Another sack, another cohort into the sieve. Defense, display, restraint. Lessons inherited at birth. In a rainforest that finds the reckless, survival is a long, patient edit. A few tiny survivors will write themselves into giants. In the ledger of the rainforest, the Goliath Birdeater balances more than its own hunger. Night after night it trims the numbers. Beetles, roaches, crickets, moths. Sometimes a small frog or mouse that lingers too long at the burrow's lip. Fewer pests, fewer leaf chewers. Nutrients cycle cleaner. The web of life tightens quietly with every ambush. It is a hunter, yes, but also a hinge. Prey to wasps, larger forest neighbors, predator to multitudes below. Remove it, and the jungle loosens a stitch. Humans, too, have a thread here. In parts of the Amazon, people harvest these spiders with care, irritating hairs singed or scraped away, then roast them. The flavor, often likened to shrimp, a forest seafood. It's not spectacle, it's knowledge, a practiced respect for what the land offers and what it demands in return. Fear is easy, fascination is earned. Meet the giant with distance and regard. Let it work the night shift, editing the swarm. Not a monster, just one of the rainforest's oldest professions, performed with 8 calm legs and perfect patience. In the hush between raindrops and leaf fall, a silent giant moves, pads brushing Amazon litter like commas in a never-ending sentence. The largest spider by mass, the Goliath Birdeater, carries the weight of a myth and the poise of a professional. Frogs, small rodents, even the occasional snake, all filed neatly into the night's ledger. It is not villainy that drives it, but design. Evolution's ingenuity cast in chitin and silk, Sight tuned to shadows, feet tuned to tremors, patience tuned to perfection. In a forest that never sleeps, it rules by absence of spectacle. No crown, no throne, just the steady, unseen governance of balance. Let the stories shout if they must, the spider does not. It continues its quiet reign, 8 calm legs arranging order in the leaves, king only because the jungle agrees and the night makes room. If the jungle's quiet crown has moved you, lend your light to the canopy, tap like to help this story travel further. Tell us in the comments, which rainforest creature is your favorite and why? Subscribe to journey with us into the next shadow, the next heartbeat, the next mysterious corner of the world. New wildlife documentaries are on the way from places where maps fade and wonder begins. The wild holds countless secrets. We're just getting started.